whatbugsme? Pest Control Contracts.
How dare you insect? How dare you interrupt?
This is the bathroom. Now watch out, we got some bad roaches here.
Hey, you're on our turf, man. And man, I cut you up so bad. You're gonna wish I don't cut you up so bad.
Those are bad roaches.
I got a call yesterday that I get all the time. They had roaches really bad and one of them gone but didn't want to sign a contract. I get it. So let's talk about why most pest control companies have contracts in order to treat your home. Number one, transparency. A contract is a means to lay out specifically what you're paying for, the prices, and what to expect from the service. This way, there is no miscommunication as to what you're getting for your money. It also solidifies any legal language concerning what can and cannot be done. There's some of that in this industry. There are also lists of other fees like return checks and early cancellation and reschedule fees and in case those happen. So there's no question as to what to expect. This protects both you and your pest control operator, PCO. That's me. I'm the kind of guy who wants to lay everything out on the table so there's no surprises. I also don't have 40 pages of fine print and gotcha fees. That mess doesn't do anyone any good. Number two, frequency. A contract states specifically when we will be performing the services. In pest control, we usually start with a full intense service, then do monthly or quarterly, depending on what you need. So your service frequency may change. The contract spells out how this is handled and the costs associated with the different types of services. Again, so there's no surprises and you know what's coming. Number three, it keeps the price down. Most of you probably believe that companies use contracts to lock you into an agreement over time so we can gouge you with recurring fees. That's not the case, at least for my company. You have to understand that pest control is not an exact science. Yes, we know that if you have roaches, we do this, and if you have bed bugs, we do that. But oftentimes, we need to think outside the box to get you the results you are looking for. Every house is different, and rarely will one treatment fix your problem. Most pests come from the outside. They will always be there, and there isn't anything you or I can do about it. What we can do is prevent them from coming inside. This means that a one-time, no-contract treatment will keep them away, but that material will wear off and need to be reapplied. It is a constant fight. Don't think that one treatment will keep the spiders away forever and ever, amen. That's just not reality. Customers call wanting a specific goal and want to pay a certain price with a certain frequency. But often those parameters don't match and won't get you the ultimate pest-free goal that you're looking for. It's like me wanting to buy a new Maserati, but I only want to pay $5,000 and I don't want my insurance to go up. And I don't want to pay extra for the specialty repairs that will inevitably come up in price. My goal doesn't meet my expectations. It is my job to listen to what you want to accomplish and bring that to a reality. Now, I'm all about saving $1, but not at the expense of not achieving my goals. If I spend money on the cheap and don't reach my goal, then that was a waste of money. I still have the problem to fix, and now I'm going to have to spend even more to fix it. It makes no sense. Now, if you call and only want one treatment, okay, we'll do that. But what you have to understand is the limitations. While that treatment will kill pests, it's only going to work for so long, or it will need to be replenished or reserviced. Remember, this isn't a one and done forever and ever amen kind of thing. It just doesn't work that way. You wouldn't want us to use a product in your home that worked forever, because that kind of product would start to work on you. Don't send me messages about your spouse that drives you crazy. We don't do people, just bugs, rats, and mice. Okay? Another aspect to this is it costs us a certain amount to get everything set up and do that one service, and then it's over. If you have a recurring service, we can set up systems for all of that. If we know there will be future visits, we can also do services with more long-term goals in mind. That will be more beneficial to you in the long run. Also, if we have an agreement for more services, that cuts your price down, just like buying in bulk. Number 4, partnership. Pest control is a partnership. We can do everything correctly in your home or business, but if you don't do your part, you're just kicking yourself in the knees. For example, I can get rid of your roaches. How long it takes depends on you keeping the place clean. If you don't, I can still get rid of them, but it may just take longer. Another part of the partnership comes in when talking about a contract. You as the customer expect us to do exactly what we said we would do, right? Sure. You would be upset and complain if we told you we were going to do A, but instead did B. You might even write up a bad review online. Well, let me tell you something that some definitely won't like, but it's the truth. That contract spells out what your responsibilities are to your pest control company as well. The customer is not always right. Yep, I said it. But before you go all Karen on me, consider this. If you expect me to kill your bugs, I expect you to communicate with me so I can better serve you and pay your bill. The customer is not always right. That's why you called, because we're supposed to know what we're doing. The customer is not always right, but they do have to be happy. A contract ensures that we are both held to each other's expectations and you reach your pest-free goal. You want to know what bugs me? Pest control contracts. But I love to kill those bugs.
Welcome back to Venom's the Chamber!
You're killing me, Smalls!
How's everybody doing tonight?
Yes, for certain. There is no stopping them. The end will soon be here. And I, for one, welcome all you insect overlords. I'd like to remind them that as a trusted TV personality, it can be helpful in rounding up others to toil in their underground sugar cave.
So, I stand upon my desk to remind myself that we must constantly look at things in a different way.